Introducing new Moth Be Gone. Welcome back to WETT The Splash, the home of all your naughty little secrets.
We are live from the scene of the accident, and the death toll has climbed to a staggering rate.
Do golfers play in the cold?
Yeah, of course they do.
I don't know.
They get up at like 5 a.m. to go play golf sometimes, I think, right?
I mean, yeah.
That's like a cult, dog.
That's got to be true. Yeah. I don't know why.
They love golf.
I don't know. I started thinking about it, right? Because, like, we're starting to get into we're in the
Winter.
fall. Mm-hmm. We're getting into the winter.
Yeah, it's basically winter now.
The holidays are
Skip
here.
fall. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Yep.
you know, the good thing about the holidays is
Gobble, gobble, motherfuckers.
there's a lot of good sales.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking, I was like, well, you know, what's better than the sale that lasts all year? The sale of promo code thickness, all lowercase letters at backnineproblems.com.
Ayo. Well,
Yep. I didn't change it that time. Yeah, you thought it was going to be the bell again.
I kind of like the bell better. Yes.
No, because I was thinking about it. I was looking through the shirts, right? And I was trying to think of what a nice, like, fall or winter polo you could wear. Mm-hmm. And then I started thinking, it's like, well, golf has got to be more of like a spring-summer sport.
No.
You know, and that's why...
All year long, baby.
Well, when you're looking at the colors here, when you're looking at all the colors, they're all very outside when the sun is shining kind of colors.
It's true.
There's no, like, reds and... you know, yellows and like fallish kind of warmer tones.
That's fair. You're right.
And
we got the blue swirl, the purple palm.
I mean, the paisley looks like that could be all year round. I mean, Coke doesn't go on holiday. Let's not go crazy here. I mean, the paisley's always commissioned.
The flamingo is for sure spring.
Yeah.
Or summer.
I mean, purple palms, I guess you can argue is a nice, like, winter nighttime polo. But then I was like, all right, well, like, I'm surprised that they don't make, like, sweaters.
I mean, that's probably what if that's next, bro.
They should be making sweaters.
Dude. Or like vests, dude. You know, like the I don't know what the material it is, but like the almost scratchy material, you know, like oh fuck!
Sounds awful.
I'm retarded, dude. I don't.
The scratchy material?
No, that's not the right word at all. Like a vest that's like moisture wicking, dude. You know,
okay.
I guess it's like the material that they use for the Back Nine Problem shirts, right?
Yeah.
But it's like thicker and rougher, you know, more durable, and it's always like super fuzzy on the inside, you know, insulated, right?
See, that would be nice.
Right.
I'll tell you one thing about the Back Nine Problem shirt.
Did not start out so well.
I got two in-source reviews from both of my nipples that they do not. Those shirts are not for the cold.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No, dude. Diamond cutters, dude.
Breathable.
Yes, they
are.
are.
Moisture wicking.
Wicking.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Four-way
pretty sure,
stretch, baby.
I'm pretty sure if I was like in the gym, right, and I was like going hard wearing my Back Nines polo because. I mean, they're the right material to be in the gym with, except for it's a polo, so you look badass.
You look a pimp.
Yeah, and it's been moisturing all this, or wicking all my moisture,
Wicking
as it proceeds to just overflow out of my body at a disgusting rate.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure if
God.
I went outside into like 23-degree weather, that it wicks moisture so well that I would have a sheet of ice around the outside of my shirt in the form of shirt, and as I moved it would break.
In the form of shirt?
Yeah, and as I moved the shell would be like breaking.
Yes.
And then like like I'd have to like grab the shell, like the chest piece, like armor almost, to take it off before I get into the car. Like that's how well they
Wow.
make. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're not for the cold.
It's pretty elaborate,
They're
dude.
not for the cold.
That's experience.
Unless you want to start making like pretty cool ice shields and armor sets.
Where are you working out? North Pole?
Here's the thing, bro. I can walk to the gym from my front door to the car
Yeah.
I'm already sweating. So I mean, where I'm working out is just what am I doing?
Perpetual ice
Yeah,
shield.
peeling orange.
Sounds like
drenched.
an anime character, dude.
Sometimes at work, I'll come in and I'll open the doors, I'll turn the lights on, and I'll grab my paperwork and sit down. I'm already sweating. Just drenched.
He's ready, already pooling out from your forehead. You
Yeah.
know, where do you sweat from your front, your back, back9problems.com. Right. Thickness, all lowercase. 10% off.
All lower letters.
let's detach the ad now. Anyways, question being,
I hope you know this is all gonna circle back into the ad.
one day we'll have a good, clean
It's a
ad,
long ad.
a perfect ad that they
Yeah.
can actually use. I mean, maybe they could use all these. Who knows?
Hey, you know, a soft shaded camo to match the pond you lost your ball in.
Where do you
these guys
sweat
know
mostly
marketing.
from? Front, back?
I think
Your
my
head.
fucking head. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all from the top.
Dude, like in middle school and high school, I'm sure you remember this, like, especially because of band. Like, when it was cold as fuck, like wintertime, I would be physically steaming in the morning. There
Yeah.
would be steam
Yeah.
coming off of the top of me.
Yeah, dude,
I sweat and run so hot at all times
that's insane.
that it doesn't
bro.
matter how fucking cold
You know
I
who's
am.
the same way, and it never changed for him? Logan. Talk
Yeah,
about.
is he a sweater?
Dude,
Is he a
his
drencher?
nickname was Sweat Monkey.
Oh,
you know,
that's-
in like high school.
I guess that's better
You know?
than the sponge.
Were you the sponge?
No, I
I
was
was
just
gonna
fat
say.
and hilarious.
Well, no, like even when he went to the Air Force and lost all his weight,
Yeah.
because he was chunky boy.
Yeah.
He
He got a little chunky. It's because he's short.
Yeah.
So, like, when he
But,
gains
like,
a
he
little bit
always
too much
sweats.
weight, yeah.
Always sweats.
Yeah.
Like a ton, dude, like buckets, bro. So I wonder if it's like just a genetics thing.
I've met a couple. Yeah, I've met a few people that sweat like that.
And then on the polar opposite, people who don't sweat at all.
Yeah, that
Like, at
can't
all,
be
at all.
good for you.
You
That
know?
can't, I mean, that's dope, but that can't be good for you either.
Yeah,
Because isn't that how like they get like part of the way you're getting toxins out?
I mean partially, yeah.
I mean, maybe those people just pee
Yeah.
more.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
don't
that
know.
bad.
Who knows?
I
Or
mean,
maybe their bodies are like hyper efficient or something.
yeah, I remember one time I was I had this one buddy in high school that was also like ridiculous amounts of sweat. Like as soon as this guy would start moving, and like his shirt would be soaked, like more than me, and I sweat what I used to think is a god awful amount. It's not even close to what this guy would do
Oh,
because he was
poor
like
guy.
he was in shape.
Yeah.
We're young. He's like in great shape, and like we would do the little, you'd all dress together. You know, we'd show each other our penises and whack them around and stuff in the locker room, and then we'd go outside like boys, and everybody's got their little shorts on, and
The little
everybody,
shorts. You wear
everybody
shorts.
that's gone through puberty's got like a little bulge
Yes.
in the front of their
Yes.
cute little shorts,
Yeah. Yeah.
and everybody else is just flat and sad. They're tiny. They're fucking form
Oh my god, they're form fitting.
no crotch.
Moisture wicking.
Yeah.
Four way stretch.
He would. So you put your adorable little shortsies on, and then you'd line up like prisoners and do your stretches, and you'd run that warm up lap. And by the time like we would get to that warm up lap, like his sweat would already be down to like his belly button from collar down.
Jesus.
You know what I'm
Jeez,
saying?
poor
Like,
guy.
I
Poor
gotta
guy.
get moving for about like 45, 50 minutes.
Before it really starts
For me,
stretching.
for me to get to like shirt is now unusable.
Yeah, the reservoir has to build up.
Yeah, I
And then
remember
overflow over time.
There was times where he would just have one or two tiny little dry marks at the bottom seam of his shirt that just hadn't gotten sweat soaked into them
At
yet.
the very bottom?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah, like it would
Damn.
just one little place that hadn't soaked it up yet.
That's crazy.
And
dude.
I was benching a high weight because I was a big kid, and he was like autistic, so he was strong as fuck.
Yeah. And the retard strength.
Yeah, he's like a third my size, but he's as strong
Just
as me.
monster, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
100%.
so he's like the only person
Ape.
he's the only person I trusted around me
yeah.
to do this with.
Yeah,
and
just
like,
spots you, yeah.
yeah, and I'm not like some
Probably the
giant.
safest motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not some giant musclehead or nothing like that breaking records. It's just I was a
We were
big fucking
kids.
kid,
Yeah.
so I could bench more than most of the other kids.
Yep.
By a decent amount. And like, so he lifts off for me, and like as soon as the bar is in my hands, I just remember watching a bead of sweat leave one of the curls off his bangs.
No.
And it's just beautifully like a movie came down. And I was able to see it the whole time coming down. And
In slow-mo.
the reason I could see the drop the entire time is because it went into my fucking eye.
Yeah.
It went into my goddamn eye. And I immediately, bar hits the chest.
Yeah.
You immediately can no longer lift anything ever
Can't
again.
see at all.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
blind, and
Yeah.
like I just dropped like almost 300 pounds onto my chest directly, and then I fucking and then do that thing where like I kind of like rolled over, so now I'm like pinned,
Yeah.
and I'm blind, and it's somebody
One eye
else's
squinting tough.
it's somebody else's sweat. So not only is it kind of like a salty water
Oh,
in your
God,
eye,
dude. Oh,
but the
God.
idea of where
Yeah.
it just came from.
Yep.
It just makes you murderously mad.
Yep.
But you're also pinned under more than your
Can't
own
go-
body weight
Yep.
in steel.
Yep.
And you're just
You
like,
lost all your power, dude.
Help me!
No leverage, dude.
I'm going to kill you. Help me!
I'm gonna rip your skull off once you help me get out from here.
Start taking plates off and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
I
dude.
swear to God.
Oh my God.
Don't
bro.
run. Don't run until you make this.
Why are you running?
You make this run. You make this lighter first before you fucking run, you piece of shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh, man. He was strong. He was really strong.
There was a
but-
couple kids that were Kevin Sandoval, right? I think it was his name.
was weirdly
right?
strong
He
from-
was very strong for his size.
Yeah.
Very strong.
I mean, his like kid was like 5'8", like 110 pounds soaking wet. Like,
yeah.
Small guy.
Yeah.
5'8"'s
Thin,
way too big.
you know,
5'6". Yeah, he's
like
tiny.
he's the type where he's I forget the like ethno.
He's a
something,
compact
whatever.
Mexican skater.
You know, yes,
He's
yeah,
just-
long glorious hair.
He's fun
you know?
size.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was the boy, dude. But yeah, like he was very, very strong for his size for sure. Like
Yeah.
veins and like actually had to find. You know, at one point, because I think did weights all 3 years because we could do weights sophomore year in high school.
Yeah.
So I think
was
he
there.
did weights all 3 years, right?
Yeah.
You know, so I know you were there. I'm just
That's how I meant to shine.
we're counting to the
Yeah,
listeners.
yeah.
You know, easy asshole, you snarky bitch. No, and he would by the I think senior year he had full bicep definition, lean. You know, like when he'd work out, veins all the way pop. He was like a fucking like Fighter Z character.
Yeah.
You know, like from Dragon Ball Z, dude.
Oh my God.
Like he like was one of the humans like Yamcha and Krillin, you know, that
Yeah.
like probably could contend, you know, in the first early sagas.
It's weird
He's
when
the
you
man,
it's
dude.
weird when you meet somebody like that. That's like
Yeah.
incredibly tiny, but
Yeah.
has like the strength of 1,000 men.
Yeah,
Like, I
he has a strength of like almost
Yeah.
what your full size would have been.
Yeah,
you know,
I remember
like it's crazy.
there was this guy who was a couple years older than us, and we graduated with his brother, and it like, but I hung out with him. I just knew him, and on my birthday, he couldn't have weighed more than 140 pounds, and he was like maybe 5'7". Like he's not a big guy, really small, like no
Right.
fat on his body.
Not frail, just
He-
thin.
He punched me in the arm so hard I fell over.
He just
Like
plopped.
I was
Damn.
walking, and it was enough force to fuck up my actual
Yeah.
walking and
It-
throw me
to
overwards.
topple your
Yeah,
fucking,
it took
your
my
tree.
balance off. Yeah, like, it's like wow,
Your
like,
trunk got
you just-
dislocated, dude.
yeah, you just dismembered gravity from underneath me. Like I can't.
Yeah,
What the
Yeah.
fuck? It was awesome. Like I've never like
You're
because he was so small.
just
You
so
don't
shell shocked.
you don't see it coming.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
when
yeah.
somebody's that small,
Uh-huh.
and the fact that he was able to like literally
Lay one on.
hit me to the point
Yeah.
where I hit the ground
Yeah.
like a car
He
accident.
came at you like the Punisher, dude.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, fucking planted you hard. Hell yeah.
That's
I mean, like,
fucking awesome.
I mean, that's probably a lot to just able to throw a punch too. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure he knows how to throw a punch.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
the thing. It's
Punch.
like if you really,
Fuck on.
if you
Punch.
know how to throw a punch, that strength and weight goes a long way.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it really just doesn't. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You're
yeah,
throwing
yeah.
like hammer fists and these weird angles and shit like that.
Yeah, you're just flailing and you're like not really using, I guess, your body weight properly, right?
Yeah.
So like, there's no oomph to anything,
Yeah.
right?
I punched bubbles like 11 times this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in succession.
Just
In succession.
oh wow. Okay.
It was pretty cool. It
Wow.
was pretty cool. I lit up like a legitimate boxer combo off on bubbles.
Hell
It was
yeah.
pretty sick.
Hell
I like
yeah.
lit him up like
bunch
a
of
Christmas
hooks
tree.
and shit.
Yeah, dude. I was just coming at him. He just couldn't block anything.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like,
Hell yeah, just coming in wild, dude.
yeah, like he was being a little bastard. Like, all right, so I'm watching. I mean, all right. To be fair, I'm watching boring shit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, like I'm watching like a science lecture about air pressure, and it sucks. You know what I'm saying? But it's Saturday morning, and he's not awake yet, so I'm just like chilling, watching this lecture, getting high.
Yeah.
And he comes out, and immediately like he's making noise. He's talking shit. He's
Wow.
farting.
Wow.
And-
Wow.
and
Right
he's-
out the gate.
and
dude.
he's being
ding,
aggressive.
ding, motherfucker.
And he's being aggressive.
God damn.
Yeah. And then like I'm like, what the fuck's going on with you? But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
like you didn't want to wake up. And he's like, no, mom woke me up. And I was like, well, fucking.
And how you just all mad
yeah,
and shit.
like, I don't
You
give
just
a
coming
fuck.
at me?
You
What the
bitch.
fuck, dude?
You think
Yeah.
I'm just not a man? You think I'm just gonna come over here and take your little temper tantrum?
Right.
So then I go back to
Stand up and hail maker.
yeah. So he's watching TikToks full volume on his phone, and I'm watching this lecture, and I'm like, Bubbles, like, come on, man, like
Yeah.
you came in here while I was in the middle of this,
Yeah.
like, how
Don't
about
be an asshole.
how about I finish this,
Yeah.
and then we change it. But like, don't be doing all that. And he's like being a dick. He's like looking at me all wide eyed and shit. I'm like, what's going on, bro?
Yeah.
I was like, what, you fucking want a piece, you bitch?
Yeah, right.
He's like, yeah, I do.
You want to throw, bro?
Yeah, he's like, all right, come on over here, bitch. And I was like, all right. So I stood up, and he goes, no, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. And I was like, all right, yeah, that's right, bitch. And then, so I go back to watching the lecture again, and he quietly gets the remote and fucking just switches the TV over to the Xbox.
What an asshole.
And I stood,
What an asshole.
and like I went to stand up, and he stood up faster. And he
What?
putting his hands up. And I was like, I was like, are we fucking doing
Are
this,
we
dude?
going, bro?
Are we about to brawl, Bubs? Like, are you fucking,
You tested the
are you fucking
bowl,
ready
bro?
for me? I haven't fought him in like 4 years.
Yeah.
Because we used to do that all the time.
Yeah. We
We-
play fight, right?
Well, we would play, we play fight, and we pretend that I'm an old hockey veteran, and his dad was also a veteran, and now he's new in the league.
Okay, yeah.
So he's like a.
You getting tested?
We're both brawlers, and
Getting
he's
hazed.
he's a rookie
Yeah.
that grew up watching me, and his dad very much respected me, and I'm like the old bull, and we're hockey brawlers.
Why is
So-
that? That's such a specific backstory. What the
And it
Did
always
you have
comes out-
like a drawing room before the fight?
It happens every time we fight. Somehow we get back to that. Like we'll be like lining up on each other. And I'll be like, my father respected you. And
You
he'll
almost
throw-
will say that.
yeah, and he'll, like,
That's
throw punches at me.
hilarious. That makes it so much more fun,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. And I fucking
Oh
and
my
obviously
God.
like it's like, you know, like 5% when you actually hit him. You just it's like mostly like poking each other,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
full fist.
yeah.
Like I don't actually hit him hard.
Yeah, you're just like plopping the
Yeah.
weight of your hand onto him.
But I started like going into the backstory of his father while punching him, telling him how his father, the hockey legend, was
Yeah.
just a drunk that couldn't handle his shit,
Ooh.
and that's why he
Hit him
had
where
to
it
ride
hurts.
the bench while I was
Ooh,
like taking the
hit
team
him
to
where
the
it
glory.
hurts. Ooh,
And he started laughing, and he started opening up, and I just started landing shots on him.
yeah,
And at one point, I felt like Floyd Mayweather. I just kept hitting him, and he just couldn't.
going for the
He couldn't hit
openings.
me back, and he wouldn't. He couldn't dodge anything.
Oh my
It
god!
was
Oh
awesome.
damn, dude!
I mean, I'm hitting him in the ribs.
You're getting your counterattacks. And
Yeah,
shit, you
yeah,
know,
dude.
counter
Like
strikes?
he can't.
Hell
Like
yeah.
he's got nothing, dude.
Hell
Like,
yeah! Hell
I'm
yeah.
punching him in the titty.
bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, I'm like grabbing his like stomach hair and pulling on it a
Oh
little
hell
bit.
yeah! Oh hell yeah!
You know what I'm saying? Slapping him.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my favorite is open hand slapping him. 'Cause he's-
just
he-
disrespectful.
yeah, that's the thing is he just looks so offended. Like he'd rather be punched in the face than
Yeah,
slapped.
you like get him in the ribs so he opens up on purpose and
Yeah.
then just smack him right in the
Yeah,
cheek.
yeah.
Just bop.
He's like getting aggressive, dude. Like
open hand, backhand, or open hand,
he
bitch.
he used to challenge me a lot back in the day.
Back in the
I
day,
think when I first moved in,
in
like
the Wild West,
he'd
dude.
be pretty quick to just be like,
when you
"Look,"
haven't proven yourself yet.
Yeah,
he's,
yeah.
he's still protecting his turf.
he still he still thinks he's like, I'm the king around here. It's like, no, you're not, bitch. Trust me, you're not.
I have
All
a
right?
part of this square now.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah, this half of this
And-
garage is mine now, bitch.
Yeah, we're either gonna share or I'm taking over.
Yeah, it's 50% or none for you, sir. What would you rather have?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this
I'm being
motherfucker-
generous, even splitting it right now.
But like just yesterday, right? I'm watching like Pawn Stars, and he turns the Xbox on. He doesn't switch it. He turns it on, and I go, "What do you think's about to happen right now?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "What? I'm just nothing." And I was like, "Why'd you turn the Xbox on?" And he goes, "You want to take this out to the grass?" I was like, "What?"
What?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
The fuck yeah, dude. I never back down from a challenge. I get up, like usually when I get up, he goes, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Oh my god,
He's an
Bubbles
instigate
is
little
too
fucker, dude.
funny, bro.
He's
oh
the
my
ultimate.
God.
He's the ultimate troll.
See,
He'll get you every time.
I wouldn't be able to do those play fights because my number one weakness in any fight is if you make me laugh, I just go limp, dude.
Yeah, so does he.
I start laughing and my arms just go limp. I can't stay like rock hard and stiff.
So does he, and then
You
I
make
get
me laugh.
I get to feel like a video game character as I light his ass up. Turn him into a fucking.
Oh, but it probably would work on me too.
I turn him into like a Wii Sports simulator. I just start
You
punching
just
targets.
bombing his head back.
Yeah.
His head's ricocheting back off of the
Sometimes
game.
I'll be slapping around and stuff. I'll put my finger in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll just do all sorts of weird shit to him.
How do you have the time to hit your finger in his
You
mouth?
just gotta
What the
gotta
fuck?
distract him.
Is his mouth wide open when he fights
He's
you?
a fucking mouth breather. His fucking knuckles are all fucked up from dragging him around all the time. So he's fucking winded.
Do you like rub his gums too? You know, like make it personal.
Yeah, I have. I've definitely gotten. I fish hooked him once while we were fighting.
That's hella
I
funny.
put my finger on the inside of
That's
his cheek.
hella funny.
I was like, "I got you, bitch." And I told him I was gonna make him suck my dick, like I was dragging his head. I was like coming at him with my crotch and shit.
Oh my god, dude, that's hella funny.
He's so funny, dude. He's such a fuck.
He sounds hilarious to fist fight with, like to play fight with, you know.
Oh yeah.
But again, like same thing. Like it probably would work on me the same thing that you're doing, as long as you make me laugh, dude.
Yeah.
Like you win, bro. Like all the power that I would have had gone.
It's fun because like I think over the years I've definitely, been the main influence. So I've kind of changed what he finds amusing and funny.
Well, that
a
makes
little
sense.
bit,
He mirrors a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like he still listens to like rap and hip hop, but not as much anymore. And like he's more into comedy now. And
Oh, sick.
I think like he jokes around a lot more now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He knows how to fuck around.
Yeah, and every now and then I could just fucking I just go. I get that motherfucker just going, dude.
Yeah.
He's so fun. And now the my favorite shit is he goes through phases. So right now he's like aggressive, and it's not just with like wanting to fight you.
Okay.
It's like it's also trying to like fuck you.
Oh.
Like yeah, like I'll be sitting on the couch with him, like separate couches, right?
Yeah.
And I'll go take a bong rip. He's like, "I want to fuck your shitter." I'm like, yes, all right, what's going on? Because again, just like the fight, I don't back down. I'm always just like, well, where are we taking it, bad boy? You want to see it, or what's up?
You want to see it?
Yeah, and then now he's been pulling his balls out a lot more.
Oh, he's braining you now?
Dude, he's braiding me all day, and it's horrible because
He's
he
just fucking
doesn't.
squeezing it. And just,
He doesn't bathe.
Yeah.
So like,
it probably reeks, dude.
dude. All right, here, let me describe to you and the listeners. I want everybody to close your eyes, especially if you're driving. He'll grab his testiculars, full fist, both balls. He'll squeeze his sack so hard.
Oh my god!
It's like when you're about to break a stress ball.
Oh my god!
You know when you see the innards, when you actually see the
dude,
innards
I quivered for a second.
pushing against. You can see it pushing against like an aquarium. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, and then because of the lack of bathing, they're like rashy and red.
Oh,
but they also have like
angry red.
They have a thick, shiny glaze.
Ew.
Yeah, so they're red and they're shiny and they looked all like just used
They got a
and
glaze
rashed.
on them.
They've got a glaze on them.
Is
You
it
know
like,
the glaze? You know, like if you like you don't shower for like a day and then you touch your fucking nutsack and it's just like wet. Just everything down there is moist.
I mean, sometimes if I really don't take care of myself,
He does
but
not take
it doesn't
care of
happen
himself.
very often, so it's vague.
He does not take care of himself.
Oh God, dude!
It's pretty awesome.
Why is that awesome?
Well, because
why? Explain.
Let me tell you about the miracle that is Bubbles.
Give me rationale.
He's at the point now where I only have to shave the sides of his head, because he doesn't grow any hair on the top.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But he also still has a baby tooth. All right. So God isn't involved.
Holy fuck,
You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Holy fuck.
He's his own entity.
God isn't involved.
Like, he's just he is what he is in the most him way.
He doesn't have a horse in this race at all, dude.
He gave up. He checked out a long time ago. He tried to claim him young and he didn't.
Miracle? Sorry, fresh out.
Nope,
Man.
He is body by science. He is only alive because of technology.
Oh my god.
advances.
Yeah, all the preservatives we
Dude,
eat and
he's-
shit, I'm sure.
5 eye surgeries by kindergarten.
Really?
Dude, 5.
Damn. Holy
5.
shit. In kindergarten?
By kindergarten.
By kindergarten. Yikes.
In the first 5 years of his life.
Just because he couldn't see or what?
Yeah, he barely can see now, and it's only because he got all 5 of those is the reason he has.
Fuck.
Like,
dude.
I looked through his glasses, I actually can't see through them. You know, like you take your friend's glasses, you know, and you put them on for a second, you can see.
Yeah, it's just weirdly distorted or something.
9 times out of 10, something's different, but you can see. You know, you might not want to go driving with it. But
Right,
like,
your
you
eyes
can-
will adjust.
Yeah, with his, it's literally like, what the fuck do you see?
Yeah.
And what do you see without these?
Yeah, it's like how
What the
fucking
fuck?
fuzzy is
What
it?
kind of weird,
Jesus.
smushy colored bullshit? Because sometimes he stares at me without his glasses, and I'm like, can you see me? Or do you just see like fractals of light? Like
Yeah, like a dog.
yeah, dude, like, it's
Or a
mostly dark.
insect or a
Like,
bug.
yeah.
He's just reacting to motion, like whoa, shit, whoa. Maybe that's why he
Whoa.
jumps so easily now.
Oh,
you know?
he's super easy
Right.
to scare, for
Which
sure.
makes it even funnier when he wants to fight whatever he thinks he sees.
Yeah. So 5 eye surgeries by kindergarten, and we're talking about like bleeding eye patches, eye surgeries.
yeah, Jesus fuck. Dude.
He also obviously tried to die when he was like 4 months old. When he,
What?
I've told this story, but you know we've been getting new listeners lately, so
Sure.
a lot of people probably haven't heard this. So when he was like a couple months old, he's like at the neighbor's house in the backyard. They had like a daycare. You know what I'm saying? I got dropped into daycare when I was
Sure.
3 months old, so
Sure.
that makes sense to me. But
Yeah.
he starts like burping, which
yes.
which was like adorable.
Right.
And then he didn't stop, and then all of a sudden he just like started turning blue. So they helicoptered him out through the schoolyard, and apparently they closed the tube that opens and closes when you vomit and burp.
Jesus fuck, dude.
Yeah, and like stoner science here. I don't know where that tube is, because like you have
Yeah.
you got like this long pipe here, the esophagus,
Yep.
and I'm assuming there's a tube that goes to the lungs, and then the tube that goes to the stomach, and I can't feel the difference between those tubes.
I don't know.
So there could be as many as there needs to be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really know.
I don't know anatomy
But
at
they
that level.
but they closed that one,
Right.
so he can't puke,
Right. Yeah, he can't upchuck or nothing.
can't burp,
Can't burp,
can't
yeah.
puke. He'd have to get his stomach pumped if he couldn't shit out whatever poison was in him, which is hilarious to me and awesome because he's such a bastard that I love how many times God's punished him. You know what I'm saying?
Holy
he's,
fuck.
he's such a fuck that like I'm just like, you know, it's like you want to feel bad and then you live with them and you're like, good.
Yeah.
Good.
The stars
Because
aligned.
if you were this person,
Maybe it was meant to be.
if you were this person in this world without all that stuff, I would kill you with my hands.
Jeez.
You piece of shit. He's such a garbage.
Fuck, dude.
He's such a garbage human being in so many funny, hilarious ways.
Oh my god.
Like, God damn it, Bubbles. Like,
What the fuck's wrong with you, bro?
yeah, like he's just it is like living with like an 8-year-old.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, imagine if you like told an 8-year-old there's no rules. What would they do? The first thing they would do
Whatever
is
they want.
probably take their clothes off wherever they're standing and go get cereal or a treat.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
then they would sit pretty much bare ass wherever they feel is the best spot and start watching TV
Yep.
and playing video
Yep.
games.
Whatever the deer wanted.
And just getting up only really to go to the bathroom or get more treats.
Yep.
That's Bubbles' life.
Yep.
That's
for
been
years.
since high school has
Years.
ended over a decade ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking 12 years plus. He's just been like on fucking treats and underwear days.
Yeah, and just hanging out, playing Xbox every now and then.
He's such
sometimes skipping whole days to sleeping.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just to slumber.
Yeah, well now
whole days, dude.
Now he goes to the Thunderdome all the time, which confuses me, but at least he gets out. Like, so I told you about obviously a new character in the Tats universe is Tommy.
Tommy.
We got Bubbles and Tommy, the other autistic person in the Tats universe.
Yes.
Tommy somehow has a child.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know
what?
Somebody either was really into that weird manipulation thing, you know, or Tommy was a
rapist.
Forward.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say.
You know what I figured out about him is like Is
that defamation? Is that defamation?
I don't give a fuck.
Is that technically defamation?
What is he gonna get, a lawyer? He can't even fucking read or spell. Like,
woof. Yikes.
Dude,
oof.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I've had text messages with him before. Trust me. Like
aggressive.
Like I watched him and Bubbles try to build a fire.
Oh my god.
I watched them try to build a fire the other day.
Yeah. Okay.
It was like
where?
In the
and
front
why?
yard. In the
why?
front yard.
Why?
Because Tommy found a miniature campground grill.
So
I mean, we're talking about an 8 inches in circumference, little or
tiny
diameter,
thing.
little ass fucking grill, and it's got legs that are maybe about 3 inches tall. The whole little tiny grill spaceship is probably only 8 inches off the ground total to the handle. Fuck. It is little.
Yeah, itty bitty.
And I'm watching these two dickheads try to start a fire in it.
Underneath?
No, like in the pit.
Oh, in the pit, okay.
Yeah, and I just don't understand. Like, I'm watching them, right? And I'm like, there's no gasoline, which is good. And I'm not going to give them anything to help them start fires. And like they immediately just take 3 big pieces of wood, throw it in there, and they try to light it on fire. They're not really doing kindling. They're not thinking, let's get something small on fire and then make bigger things to catch those on fire. Nope. Lighters and paper towels, trying to get 3 big pieces of wood to catch on fire.
Hey, I have an idea. Real quick.
Yeah.
What if, just total hard left, I'm sorry, we were smoking heavy again. It's another Stony Baloney episode, folks, but hard left. What if we had a little mini show series where we take Tommy, the Thunderdome, Tommy and Bubbles, and we take him to like Yosemite.
Oh, great.
Or Yellowstone or something.
Dude, these two went,
and like do like a Survivor style like weekend challenge and see if they could survive a couple nights, you know.
Yeah.
Like alone.
They went to Reno together, but Tommy's parents lived there. But I thought that was pretty crazy when Tommy took Bubbles to Reno a couple months ago.
Yeah, because they took the bus.
They took the train.
Yeah. Oh, the train too.
Yeah, right? I was like, holy shit, Bubbles on the train with Tommy as like, it's
the
like
lead.
Who's watching it?
Who's watching who?
Yeah, like Jesus Christ. It's like the beginning of Jay and Silent Bob. Like the fat one's watching the other one. Mm-hmm. I don't fucking know, but
wouldn't that be wild though?
Yeah.
Like literally just like a campground. All we give them is like a tent, you know. And like 1 can of beans that they have to fight over.
Well, I like that because Tommy is like confident retarded and he loves Bubbles.
Yeah.
So he treats Bubbles like he's his son. Like that's the dynamic.
That's kind of adorable.
The dynamic those two have is so funny because they're the same age.
Yeah.
And like he literally like looks at Bubbles like, I need to protect.
Yes.
Like this precious.
He activates his whatever paternal instincts,
probably more than his
own.
Probably more than his own daughter.
That's wild.
He probably loves Bubbles so much.
That's why he sees himself probably.
Now Bubbles goes over there all the time, and it's like him and his daughter and Bubbles, and him and Tommy and Bubbles are just like getting high in the garage. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then coming in and watching Paw Patrol all day.
Yeah.
And he does that. He does that every day now.
Hell yeah. Like, hey man,
he gets out.
You gotta have buddies, dude.
Yeah, and
everyone's gotta have buddies.
He started trimming some weed.
Oh hell yeah. Okay.
Not like for anybody, but like the neighbor gave him a.
Tommy did.
No, Bubbles.
Oh, Bubbles.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because, like, he's really bad at everything he does, including trimming weed. But this time...
Poor guy.
This time, he really took to it. And, like, he had a big jar. He emptied the whole jar. He went one by one every single nug and trimmed it, put it back in the jar. Once he was done, he threw away that shake, and then he dumped it back into the tray and went through each one again, and then did that one more time. So he triple trimmed every nug in the jar. Like, each time he had his little scissors and he was taking more off. And I was like, good for you,
Damn,
Bubbles.
okay. All right.
Finally kind of
elaborate.
Finally figuring, like, something out.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we could get Bubbles to work, like in the back of, like, a dispensary.
That'd be sick.
You know, trimming, packing joints.
Yeah.
Packing joints is easy as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, especially, I still feel like Bubbles has the capacity to do something obsessive, you know, that, like, is super simple, motor skill wise, you know, doesn't require a whole lot of, like, obstacle overthinking, right?
Hell no, yeah.
You know, like, something that's very simple motor skills and simple and, like, just repetitiveness, right? I feel like he would get really good at that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. Just one thing, you know?
There's enough of the side of autism where, like, it activates, like, I don't know, I want to say the perfection, but you know how, like, some of our friends that we know who are definitely on the spectrum get, like, hyper obsessive about stuff, you know, and like they almost get so absorbed into it that their knowledge isn't just like, I want to know more about this. It's just that they're super into it, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I definitely think Bubbles has a little bit of that somewhere
he has
in him. Because with cars, he has that,
it in cars.
right? Yeah.
The problem is like...
Can't really recreate that with anything.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
it's also getting him up every day. You know, like, you know, it's like, I think I read it was like, it's either 10% or 1% of autistic people have jobs.
Yeah.
And it's like, I could see why. Because those motherfuckers love sleeping.
Maybe, not. I'm not saying that, like, Bubbles is forever gonna, like, be on your coattails, right? You know, but if you ever move out and have your own house, kind of thing, right? It'd be kind of cool. Maybe you, like, grow weed or, like, teach him how to grow, and that's how he just makes income. You know?
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Honestly,
you know?
right?
Just grow it together.
Yeah.
Just, partner in on partner in on a greenhouse that he can live at.
You do the sell part, right? You know, and then, like, he just does all the growing and trimming part. You know?
Yeah. Well, I do the growing too, but he gets to, like, he stays there and he watches it and tends to it.
Well, you turn the gears that need to be turned.
I'm there in the very beginning and I'm there at the very end.
Yeah, he's like the graveyard, like, shift guy, right? Like, takes care of all of the
he lives on the property.
Day
He's
shit.
got tons of weed and a shotgun.
Yeah, you
shoot
maybe
first.
a dog, maybe he has a pupper.
We teach him shoot first, questions later.
I think a dog would do him well in that environment too.
Yeah, I think I'd like to teach him the mentality. It's like, if you can ask the guy questions, then you missed, and that's on you. Like, you need to shoot again. No, anybody comes onto the property, you just kill them.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's the Pope, a cop, a child.
Fuck,
bro! Mow them down.
Put Bubbles in headliners.
Yeah, he's fucking taking them out, dude.
The big boss sent me to roll you down. Bow, 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 bow.
Hey. What are you doing out here? You can't be here.
That'd be creepy.
Yeah, he'd be fucking terrifying.
Can you imagine a horror movie where you're going into like a robber, where you're about to go steal a bunch of, like, weed and, like, probably money or something? You go into a greenhouse, right? Mm-hmm. And it's, like, eerie and creepy, not very well kept, you know, because maybe like you haven't been there in a long time, right? And it's turned into more of how Bubbles actually lives, you know? So there's weed stuff everywhere, you know? Like, there's plants growing.
But also, like, empty Pringles cans and shit. Yeah.
Well, like, parts of, like, furniture that's fallen over that he never picked up, you know? And, like, maybe just got water damage, right?
An old Xbox.
Plants that are weed, but also, like, other plants growing into it and overgrowing, you know, and like the lights are not turned on half the time.
There's weeds in the weed. Yeah, between the weed plants, there's weeds growing in the soil.
Every step you make in this greenhouse, like, it echoes throughout the rest of the greenhouse, you know, very creepy. And you just hear off in the distance echoey, what are you doing? I hear you.
Yeah.
That'd be hilariously terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Especially if he's, like, no glasses, no shirt. Yeah. Just a pair of boxers with this giant fucking scary eyes.
Oh, my God, bro. God, and you hear, like, a dog bark in the distance somewhere. You know? Like, that combo of this guy is quite obviously crazy, and there's a dog that he's clearly friends with. That's like just. There's no way, like just tap out and run.
He'd basically be Sling Blade 2. He'd be Sling Blade 2.
Yeah, dude.
He'd be perfect, bro. He's just walking around with a lawnmower blade in his hand and a fucking shotgun.
Yeah, a sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, dude, 100%. I mean, the great security guard. Great security guard, 100%.
Or the worst.
Or the worst. But that's why you need the dog.
Sleeping.
Yeah. Why you need the dog.
The dog's got to, like, bark and stuff.
Yeah, you got to get, like, a Doberman or something.
A lot of Ring cameras.
Yeah, yes, dude.
And so they go off and annoy him on his phone.
Yeah.
So he has to pay attention.
Can't ignore it. Yeah, exactly. It's all routed to his phone and whatever, like, devices he has, so it goes off everywhere.
Yeah.
So not only is it alerting the infiltrator that they're known, but it also is alerting fucking Bubbles.
Well, I've been getting all of his emails.
Bubble gets emails? Bubble has an email? Bubbles has an email?
Yeah, oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah, and I've got it now.
For what?
Porn? I don't know.
Why do you need an email for porn?
Because he buys
Go
porn.
on. Oh.
He purchases porn.
Bubbles.
I've been
Bro,
watching
that's
it.
bad. Can we get a disappointing crowd sound effect on here?
Oh, yeah,
like that's just Bubbles. That's not okay. I guess it's disappointing.
There's a disappointed crowd in there somewhere.
It's in the middle somewhere.
But no, he fucking.
There we go.
No.
yeah, exactly. Yikes, dude.
I'll get
Bro,
his,
folks, don't spend money on porn.
No.
Please.
No.
Dude, it's once you nut, you get your post-nut clarity, and you'll be real sad that you spent $20 when you could have gotten that off a free video. You could
have gotten that off your own memory, hopefully.
Dude, like X videos, Pornhub, fucking I don't know, XNXX or something. There's there's so many options.
Everywhere. It's all over
don't
the place.
spend money on porn, bro.
Yeah, and
Come on.
he'll do this thing where because he knows I'm watching him now. Because it was
on email. Let's clarify, right?
Yeah. Oh, I've watched him jerk off 1,000 times.
I know, but by accident, right?
That's true.
You've come across him.
Yeah.
It's not like a thing on your calendar.
Yeah. I'll get a notification on my phone and it'll be like Snapchat $3 and like an in-app game purchase. I'll come to the house and be like, Bubbles, what was up with that Snapchat? $3? And he goes, oh, that's my membership. And I was like, when did you start?
For what?
I was like, for Snapchat?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you get to do more things. And I'm like, what?
What things?
There's a
what
Snapchat
features?
Premium? I didn't even know there was. Why is it $3? You think you would, and then like the next day or 2 days later, Snapchat $4.99. All right, Bubbles.
Oh no!
What was that one for? Huh? You had to double up on the monthly premium.
Yeah,
huh?
exactly.
They didn't get enough from you the first time. Usually.
Oh, that was the basic plan. You went to the premium. I see. Okay, yeah.
I'm creating it. Now you can save photos.
Oh my god, bro, dude, like. Where is he getting this money? First of all, from the government, obviously,
us.
right?
Yeah,
but like, not he doesn't get a whole lot, right? I don't think.
No.
So like, that's like, it's not like he has money just to be pissing to the wind like that,
Well,
Like,
all right. So realistically, right? His mom takes some
yeah,
because for like his rent
sure,
and his teeth.
sure. It's like what, like $1,000 a month?
I think he gets like
Something like
$1,000 a month. Yeah. So she'll take a percentage, and she leaves him with the rest, and he uses that all on dabs, DoorDash, and in-app purchases.
Jesus.
That's what I've noticed.
Jesus,
That's the
dude.
trend.
So
And he
much.
overdrafts every month, and it's all out of our taxpayer dollars.
Yep.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it
It's
is.
the goddamn American way. I'm here for it. I like that when I get like, when I work this many hours, and I'm like, wow, without taxes, this is what I would make.
Uh-huh.
But then you get your paycheck for what you actually made, and you scroll down to Social Security,
Yep.
and you go, "That's for
How
Bubs.
much of that is going in?
That's for Bubs right there.
Yep.
That's Bubs'
People
dabs
like
and
Bubs.
porn fund.
Yep.
Yep,
And
yeah.
everyone else is dabs
how
and
many-
porn fun.
You know how many OnlyFans accounts are probably bought with government money?
Probably a lot.
God,
Probably
damn it.
a lot,
A lot of
dude.
Brazzers subscriptions.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. It's
Oh, yeah.
free now, so you can have whatever you
You know,
want.
It's quality porn. See what you're getting when you pay for your porn.
You're just getting good gear.
Yeah.
Like they have nicer cameras.
Yeah.
And you get to see the whole scene, I guess.
Yes. See, you know.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
You get HD porn now, or
Yeah.
4K porn.
Yeah.
On your
High quality.
on your homepage.
Yep.
And it's always the full scene.
Yep.
Where it's got the little red star that says premium.
Yes.
Yeah, and you get to watch all those
The
as
whole
much
thing,
as you
bro.
want. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you get all the story and exposition that you want
Yep.
before it gets to the fucking.
Yep.
And then you're gonna get halfway through that video, and then you're gonna be like, "That was hopefully worth it."
Yeah.
And then you're gonna think about it 10 minutes later and go, "I spent $15.99 or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
on that whole premium. I should use it tomorrow." And then that's how you get into porn.
Yeah.
Subscription fucking addictions and shit, you know.
Yeah. Well,
and then you're gonna go through all of that, and then like years later, and you're gonna run out of things to do, you know, things to look at, right?
Yeah.
And your perspective of sex is gonna be warped forever, and you might kind of turn into a little bit of a bitch, and like prefer porn over actually fucking, which then you sowed your own bullshit.
Yeah. Next thing
You sowed your own bullshit, bro.
Next thing you know, you're a drama teacher at a local high school. Because that's just how I feel like that's
Drama teacher.
Yep, I think that's how they get
Yikes,
there.
dude.
I think that's all of them. what you
Yikes,
just
dude.
described.
And they're pedophiles half the time.
Oh,
you
they
know?
have to be.
Why is it that drama teachers have that stereotype? Like, just the possibilities of them being a pedophile more readily.
Because
Is
they're
it because of Hollywood? Is it because of Hollywood?
Because they're master manipulators. If anybody's going to manipulate a child,
But where does that trope come from? Because you can say that about like band directors, or
Well,
like
'cause
art directors.
acting is literally that, though. It's about manipulating the audience to think that you're somebody else.
Okay.
So it's
yeah,
just, you just
They're just master manipulators.
16-year-old girls are stupid.
This is fair.
I mean,
Fair.
really
Or boys,
fucking
if
stupid.
you're into boys.
So trying to get some
Hey.
boy ass is
Hey.
probably even easier.
That there's some slick, probably like skin, like
Yeah.
almost a skinless,
Yeah, I couldn't
hairless,
imagine.
fucking little drama boys out there.
I wonder what my price would have been for like boy ass when I was like a little kid. Like what I would have given it up for, like a PS2 when PS2s were new. I probably would have given up some ass. I think I would have let somebody touch me
Oh
like a
man,
shed.
I don't know. I wonder if that phrase has been ever said before. I wonder what my price for boy ass would have been.
The price for my boy ass. It's for me to exchange. It's my body.
Oh my god,
It's my rights. I think.
it's my rights.
I think I came in pretty
Oh
easily.
fucking
I don't think I wouldn't be like for anything, but like
not for
like,
anything. No,
The newest,
just the right things.
like when Guitar Hero came out and you had to get the guitar.
yeah,
I could have got touched in a windowless shack for that. I think if like there
I'd
was
take
like
one
a,
for the team. for
yeah,
sure.
if there was like a coach or like a gym teacher that really wanted to feel up on my cheeks, I probably would have passed them along.
You have like a little powwow before for your performance. It's like, listen, guys, he's got the full set: the drums, the 2 guitars, and the
Oh,
the
shit.
microphone.
Hell yeah, dude.
The Vox, man. Take one for the
Yeah.
team, bro. We want. We're gonna rock all night, dude.
Timmy's gonna get fucking nailed, but we're gonna be a band. We're gonna be legends. He's gonna take one for us.
Oh my god.
I heard he got drilled out by the coach, but this was his hush present.
Oh man, the twisted part of it. It's probably happened. That's probably happened to actual bands somewhere.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Like
I call that
likely with female leads, but
Yeah.
somewhere.
yeah, we call that a bummer of an opportunity.
A bummer of an opportunity.
Yeah, like
because he's getting bummed out.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, because he's getting fucking scooped out. He's getting railed out, all sorts of tough.
Oh fuck, dude.
But like, all right,
Yeah, but like, yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, imagine like, all right. All jokes aside, let's say that we're like 19, so we're no longer joking about butt fucking children.
Okay, yeah.
Let's say you were.
Hey, the drama teachers are. We aren't.
We aren't.
The drama teachers
teachers are
aren't.
gross, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Brought to you by the drama teachers of America. But
Woof.
let's say you're like 19, right? And somebody says like, "Hey, it's like a nasty looking dude," and he's
Yeah,
like,
grimy.
Look, bro,
Not clean.
if you swallow all 4 inches of my meaty, thick, sweaty cock, and then let me slam it
That's
into
hairy as fuck, dude.
and then let me slam it into your shitter, you can be the next Spider-Man.
Oh, no. No.
Tom
no.
Holland Spider-Man.
No.
All right, hold on. Josh Brolin, you get to be Thanos.
No. I would like to be able to say yes, but no.
Imagine you were
my
like,
internal you know when you feel like not just uncomfortable but like sick and like a pulp builds in your center stomach. That's what I feel right now. You know, it's just like no.
I bet Elijah Wood felt that as all that cum got fucking.
I would become Thanos and split somebody's head off if they try to touch me that way.
I don't know.
Hell no.
I think I'd go for it. I think it's like, all right, you're gonna use me literally as just like
oh my god,
some type of sad and overweight.
I'm gonna be your weird rebound.
You're
you're
gonna use my throat like it's like just like a public stall. Like you have no respect for it whatsoever. You're gonna come
oh
in
my
there
god,
dirty.
I want concerning noises to be erupted.
And you know what? You can really blast my shitter out. You got a 4-inch dick. You could probably.
It's not really gonna go too far anyway.
Yeah, you can go to town on it, bro. Like,
you got enough cheek to be able to probably suit at least half of that already.
I'm more worried about the force of your balls hitting my balls.
Like billiard
like if
balls.
that's gonna hurt. That sounds awful. But then you get to be like Spider-Man, you know, like.
But yeah, you know, then you just put away that trauma and baggage for the rest of your life. Dude.
All right. All right.
Spider-Man.
You're 19. Mark Zuckerberg. Mm-hmm. Mark Zuckerberg. And this is when we're 19. So we're talking about like 2012.
Yeah.
2012, Zuckerberg comes up to you. This is pre-Meta.
Yeah.
This is pre-VR.
Sure.
This is pre-Instagram.
Sure.
All right. This is before Facebook even bought Instagram.
Yes.
You know, so imagine how many milestones there's been in that last decade. Zuckerberg comes out. And he says, I want to throw dick at you like I was trying to star pitch for the MLB. Like I want to try you out like we're going to be on the pros. And then you...
Oh, my God.
You get 50% of the company in stakes.
What?
Yeah. You have to be his...
I wouldn't even know what company he's talking about.
You have to be his human wallet for like... 2 hours.
Just, fucking skin wallet.
Just
dude.
a sperm receptacle.
Little cum dumpster, dude.
Yeah. Just a filth canister of all Mark Zuckerberg, just to sweat, cum, and blood.
No. Oh my god!
Punches himself in the nose just to bleed on you while he's hitting it from the back like candlelight.
Jesus,
I'm sure he's into weird shit, dude. I'm sure he looks like he's into that.
He's partially alien,
fucking
possibly.
Animal.
Maybe a cyborg.
But then you get half of Facebook.
We don't know what Facebook is, you know, and Meta and all that shit.
Yeah,
right?
we did.
You know?
Because Facebook came around.
Yeah, but we wouldn't know like what it would become, you know.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You wouldn't know. But then,
so you know,
neither did the Reyes brothers when they bought the Coca-Cola bottling rights for $1. That seems pretty similar to me.
You can't convince
right place, wrong time.
Let me put you this way, dude. Let me put it this way, right? Humanity could be in jeopardy, and I still wouldn't fucking take it, dude. Yeah. Like if aliens, because hey, we're gonna like prod around in your anus, and if you don't, we're just gonna nuke the planet. I'd be like, fucking c'est la vie, motherfuckers, fucking let it go, dude. Ship it, baby. I want to see the fucking fireworks from here. God damn it, dude. Yeah, cigar up in this bitch. God damn, dude. Fuck, I'll do it myself.
You know, I just thought that's really fucked up. Is how many like paraplegic kids probably got raped before that Stephen Hawking's voice box came around.
Yikes!
Right?
Dude,
they were just.
Why did you think about that?
That's
Why
just what happens. That's what happens in my brain sometimes. Let me tell you about some terrible shit.
Dude, the sounds that we placed that were uncomfortable.
Yeah.
in my head for sure.
Let me tell you something horrible. So I'm watching TV with Bubbles like yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
Okay.
And we're both sitting there. We're both quietly sitting there watching this movie. Mm-hmm. And then I literally just like start giggling. And he's like, "What?" And I'm just like, the things that sometimes play out in my own head when I'm going through scenarios get so ridiculous. I was thinking about like how it would be to have a cat. I was like a dude, like as like a single guy, right? Mm-hmm. And like how I would probably want a dude cat, because if I had a female cat, when the female cat wants to start fucking, she's gonna start doing that thing where she's like grounding at the door, looking for dick, and that's gonna make me mad.
I'll go into heat and
Because
shit.
yeah, like my baby girl's out here slutting around just calling for dick out. That pissed me the fuck off.
That is, I guess, what they are doing.
Yeah, yeah.
In a way.
Fuck me.
Yeah. I need penis. Yeah, and they're always like, it's always like an ugly yowl, yowl.
Yeah, because they just
know?
need to be stuffed so bad.
Just
They
like,
need-
Jesus.
They need the pipe, bro. The plumbing is broken.
Aren't like the cat dude dicks aren't
Like,
like
they're
male
terrible.
dicks are like spiked.
Yeah,
you know?
they're terrible.
You know, like they don't thrust. Cats just put it in.
Yeah.
and then just
They don't look
release,
like they're having a good
you
time
know?
when they fuck either.
No,
They
dude,
never
it's,
do.
it's almost like
like a punishment from God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
That's what they get when we worship them. That's what they get.
Cats are gonna be cute and fluffy, but they're gonna mate like demons,
Yeah.
dude.
And they
It's
make
gonna be all
horrifying-
in pain, bro.
Horrifying guttural sounds.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So then, like, I was like, well, what would I do?
Confuse fighting with fucking, I
Yeah.
guess.
And I'm like, what would I do if I had like the female cat and it's howling at the door for dick like that? And then I was like, I guess like
Kill it.
I would try to like chase it off every now and then, but if that didn't work, I'd probably like try to put a box over it and then like hang out on top of the box until it chills the fuck out.
Wouldn't work. I think
But
it'd
then,
keep going.
But here's the thing: I think eventually, I would open the box and it would try to murder me
Yeah, probably.
for trying to trap it.
Probably, yeah.
So now I gotta trap it again.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna, I try to wait till it's calm and it tries to kill me again. Now I got this cat that just wants me dead, and I'm the only thing that feeds it. So then I'm just like, I guess the only logical thing I can do is cut a small hole in the top of the box and dip the tip of a propane torch through the top
Oh my god.
and just melt it till
Gas
it's
it
dead.
out. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like put it on fire?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah,
My
the torch.
God, dude.
And then
I think it'd be like gas it to death or
yeah,
something.
no.
but Jesus.
no, literally melt it through the top of the box.
You would just melt the box. Wouldn't the cardboard box get caught on fire?
Maybe it's like a nice bucket,
Oh, it's a nice bucket. Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck. Bro.
And then the thought of how that had started as like, I wonder what it'd be like to have a cat, and escalated to me violently murdering
torching
a cat.
Yeah.
Just made me have a nice little chuckle to myself. And I had
Nice little chill.
I explained all that to Bubbles, and he's looking at me like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
is,
you're fucking,
what's wrong with you?
fucking crazy.
You would do what to it?
Yeah, holy shit! I thought I was crazy.
Yeah. Fucking animal. Oh man, yeah. I don't know why. For like the rabbit hole that I go
Everyone
down.
has it.
Yeah. Thank
Everyone
God.
has weird, intrusive thoughts that go in directions that you're like, what the fuck? Why? And I feel like there's lots of people who go like, no, I don't do that. And I'm like, you will eventually. There, at some point in your life, or maybe you've forgotten already, or
I
something.
think if you
but-
don't, then you're just not creative.
well, it's just like your minds wander.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
it's also
the thing.
like the idea of making yourself laugh.
yeah.
Your brain has to sneak up on itself to make yourself laugh.
Yeah.
Think about it. You can't just like read a joke that you thought of and it's going to make you laugh because you thought of it. You made
We
it.
already know it. Yeah.
Yeah. So to make yourself laugh through the random bullshit that you're just thinking, I don't know if everybody does that, but I think if you don't, then you're just not creative.
That's probably what comedians do.
Yeah.
Because,
They do.
While you're writing the jokes, I'm sure
Yeah.
they're coming to them and like, haha, that's
Yeah.
funny. And they laugh.
There's been times where I've made myself laugh thinking of a joke in the shower.
Yeah.
Just like having a bit start in my head.
Yeah.
And then I start going into it while I'm in the shower and I actually laugh for a minute.
Yeah.
But then you don't write it down because you're in the shower. And by the time you're out, like that motherfucker's gone.
And you get like a smart home system, where you can just say fucking Siri or computer or whatever, write this
Siri,
shit down.
Gerbil choking on cum. And then it saves that.
In the shower, huh? Those are your shower thoughts?
Sometimes.
Those are your shower thoughts.
Well, I thought
Really?
because gerbils are pretty big. Like, imagine like a G-pig, how much cum it would take to choke one. That would be a lot.
What the fuck, dude?
You would need a lot. Yeah, because you just start thinking about how big a G-pig is. And those motherfuckers are pretty goddamn big.
They can get sizable, like two-handers, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
They fucking stink too, always.
Yeah,
But I like
they're
them.
like turtles.
I like them.
Turtles that make a lot of mess and stinky and shit.
I like all representations of fat or stone in the animal or cartoon kingdom.
Word
You know?
stoned.
Yeah.
Like what is
The
it?
koalas.
Yeah.
Koalas are
Always
stoned.
eating the-
Sea turtles.
Don't koalas have like perpetual like chlamydia or something?
Yeah, I've heard
like
of
they
that.
have a huge issue like with everything.
Yeah.
And like
To me-
that's why they have to be stoned because it pacifies their
Yeah.
fucking bullshit.
Sloths are stoned to me.
Yeah.
And I think there's actual
Their
animals.
mannerisms.
There's animals that actually do like get high.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple different animals that have weird ways of getting themselves drunk or stoned.
Yeah.
Which I'm always a fan of. And
Yeah.
then fat animals like English bulldogs. Dude, I would love an English bulldog because
So when you mean fat animals, you mean not just like big and chonker in size. You mean like literally like a fat, like overweight otherwise animal.
well, like even if it's in the best shape of its life, if you were to take like an Australian Shepherd
Like a hippo.
and a bulldog, an English bulldog, and you'd put them next to each other, you'd be like, oh yeah, the bulldog's the fat animal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
It's like
I
I
see
don't
what you're saying. Yeah.
like I don't think a fat Australian Shepherd is funny, but I think the symbol of fat that is a bulldog is hilarious.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
like
a pug.
Yeah, because like I like the idea of like me being on the couch and an English bulldog, just a big fat fatty, comes up and he gets his way onto the couch and
Huffing
he's
and shit.
yeah, and he's like huffing and wheezing, and I'm like huffing and wheezing,
Yeah. He's
And
wheezing with you.
and then he looks at me, and then we both just laugh. I fucking love the idea. I love making eye contact with a bulldog because they've always got that big like frowny jowl face.
Yeah.
And they're just so fat and uncomfortable looking all the time.
Dude.
It's like,
They
oh
look
my
like they're like
God.
always definitely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Constantly, dude.
Yeah.
Pugs too. Pugs always make noises
Yeah.
like they're running out of air.
Oh, because their faces are fucking
Yeah, dude.
stupid.
I know their noses are so fucked.
They're like constructed poorly, which I
Yeah.
think is strange.
Yeah, well, the genetics just got so fucked over time. you
Yeah.
know, that they just got the powers of the universe rolled dice on them motherfuckers, and we're just like, oh shit, them
Yeah.
dogs fucked. Well, move on to the next species.
It's like, well, we really shouldn't have. We really shouldn't have let those ones have it.
Let's just stop there and move on to the next.
Oh my
breed.
god! All right, so transitioning in.
Word.
I got a couple things here. So one, I didn't know that pillows were so difficult to get a hold of now. Pillows, like bed pillows. So like,
what? Why? What?
so we did. I don't know if we did it on the show, but one of the articles we had for like one of the past episodes was talking about how people didn't know that their pillows have an expiration date.
Oh yeah, I think I have it up here
and,
somewhere.
And like it was oh yeah, I think it's that middle one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. People are just right on. People are just learning that pillows have an expiry date. So
Expiry date.
I didn't necessarily know that. I assume it's all opinion. You know what I'm saying?
How clean you make it or something. They probably are referring to how like a fluffy.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
that's the thing is like some of the things are like if you fold it in half
right.
and it doesn't take back to its shape within a certain amount of time, or
It's expired, quote unquote.
yeah. So let's see.
Interesting.
Now you may have not noticed a date on your pillows, but never really thought much of it. Turns out the date is pretty much important as a guide when you should chuck out your old pillows. Things like skin breakouts and allergic reactions and even mold can become apparent when you don't regularly switch out and rest your head on every single night. Okay, let's go down a little bit more.
Yeah.
So somebody was saying 2 years. You could also try the fold test by folding it in half for just under a minute or so. After releasing it, a good pillow would go right back to its regular shape. But if it stays folded and doesn't retain to its shape, then you need to replace it.
Yep.
I would say if they're gross, it's probably time. But either way, I realize like most of my pillows suck dick. Like I've got like 7 pillows, but they're all like, if I fold my pillow in half,
Yeah.
it's just gonna stay in half. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going back. Like
Okay, hold on. I'm reading an Instagram user declared yellow pillows are God-given gifts.
respect.
And I swear to God, I hope they're not talking about like pillows that are so old that were once white turned yellow.
I think they are.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting, dude. That means, bro.
Well, yeah, no, I mean,
there's
because that's a pillow that like has been around with you forever,
that's you,
which is disgusting.
That's your skin cells.
Yeah.
That's your fucking
But it's-
oils.
Yeah, but it's
That's-
also so familiar that it's a pillow that you could take anywhere with you in the world, and you could be comfortable because that's your pillow. That's like the pillow that your head is used to feeling that pillow every fucking night for years.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
dude.
gross, but I get
It's
it.
fucking vile, bro.
I totally get
That's
it.
like a shirt or pants that you wore
Yeah.
infinitely till they turned a different color
Yeah.
because they haven't been washed or cleaned long enough.
I've worn
you know?
pants to where they've been washed enough to where they start changing different colors.
Yeah, because they've been
Yeah,
washed.
like,
Yeah,
'cause I just wear
but
them,
this is
like-
a yellow fucking
Yeah.
like it has it like, dude. I bet you if you put that yellow fucking pillow into a washing machine with like Clorox or
Yeah.
whatever, you
Yeah.
know, boom, white. You
Yeah,
know?
but then they always come
you
out.
can't do that with blue pants.
They come out
you
weird
know?
as fuck though. If you ever try to put a pillow in the washing machine,
Yeah.
it makes the clumps all weird. And
Yeah,
like, fucks
yeah.
The pillow up.
You have
But-
to make sure that you do the
Yeah.
have a decent dryer.
Yeah. So I'm out with my girl, and Bed Bath & Beyond had closed. Right, it's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
And I want new pillows because
Yeah.
I'm like, all my pillows suck a lot of dick, and like, what's the point of having like 7 shitty pillows when I
Right.
could just have like 3 good ones?
And clearly, you are armed with knowledge that they are all clearly expired.
No, yeah, they're
You know?
definitely
Like,
expired.
Fucking
Definitely
by
expired.
Many years.
Shouldn't be in my life.
It shouldn't be in
And,
my
uh,
life.
So I go to Target.
Fuck these pillows.
Target's only got like garbage ass, like $10, $20.
Yeah, not.
It says
like, well
firm.
made.
Yeah, all of them feel the same, whether it says firm or down or whatever the fuck. It's just like it's a bunch of dog shit pillows that everybody's been coming and squeezing for months
Yep.
and not buying.
Yep.
So then my girl suggested we go to a mattress store.
Okay.
Did you know
Interesting idea.
that mattress stores only sell like
Mattresses?
$300 pillows?
Oh,
Like Jesus Christ, every pillow is super expensive.
damn. Like,
But they
are
also-
they like the memory foam shit though?
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of course.
that makes
Yeah, no,
sense.
they've
That
only
makes
got really
sense.
nice pillows.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
They also don't let you buy them there. You have to buy them, and then they have to be shipped to you.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because like otherwise they'd have like a warehouse full of pillows.
Yeah.
But like it
Which
just
probably
kind
don't
of
maintain.
it kind of just makes going to one of those places. If you want a pillow, definitely don't go there.
Yeah.
And then I ended up just not getting any. Like I was just like I gave up. I was
Right.
like fuck this. Like
I need
don't
them
wanna-
now, and I don't want to order any.
Yeah, you know. And then I don't want to order a pillow online
Sure.
because I want to squeeze it.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Which is that
You want
gross.
to confirm it, you know?
Yeah, and that's like what I complained about the people doing in Target, but that's what we do.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to buy the one that everybody's squeezing, but then you know which one you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I wish it's kind of weird, but it's like we're also getting there with like clothes now. We're slowly getting into an era where it's like
All online, bro.
it's all online,
We're
but
gonna face the credits.
it makes it weird when it comes to things that are about physical touch.
Right.
You know, like every clothing company is different.
Yep.
So I just went to DXL, which was dope, checking out all the fatties, and I got a shirt. I got 2 shirts that were different sizes and looked the same exact one because they're just different companies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they fit the same.
Right.
Like if you put them next to each other with their hangers, you wouldn't be able to see one from the other side. But they're 2 different sizes on the tag. So sometimes, you're like, oh, I'm like a 2X, right? So you go on Amazon, you pick 2X, you get it, and you're like, oh, well, this was like a Eastern European 2X. For them, that's like a medium in American sizes.
Sure.
And you go on, it doesn't fit over your shoulders, and you're like, what the fuck? And it took you like 2 weeks to get it. And
Yeah.
now you gotta return it and order another one. And you're like, so am I supposed to go like 5X? Because if I'm a 2X, I don't want to buy a 5X.
No.
That sounds awful.
No. Yeah.
So it's like it just becomes more difficult. I remember when Kmart was closing. Now I liked Kmart.
Kmart.
Yeah, it was white trash Target.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Where if there wasn't a Walmart nearby, there was a Kmart. And, I remember it was closing, and I went for like one of the last times to buy a bunch of socks and underwear before, like, get them on the clearance and stock up before the place I buy them is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like this older fat guy. This was like years ago. He's standing in the men's section, and he's just preaching out loud, like yelling across the store, like, this is bullshit. They shouldn't be closing these places.
What the fuck?
We're going to see all these kind of places go. We're not going to be able to try on our clothes anymore. We're not going to be able to try our bedding anymore. Like, we're not going to know what anything looks or feels like. We're going to have to order it all online. And he's just going nuts. Just yelling it in the store.
It's mad.
But nobody's like,
of course,
mad at him.
Right,
Or,
they're just leaving him be.
yeah, because everybody's just like, yeah, this kind of sucks, actually. This might not be good.
Right.
And now here we are, like 5 years later.
Yep.
Like, he was kind
That's
of
how
right.
it's going to be, bro.
He was kind of right.
Dude, we're going to...
Son of a bitch.
Retail stores are going to fade down to the few big corporations that have all-in-one. That's why you see, like, Target now has a fucking grocery section now in a lot of their places. You know, Safeway is starting to get more into merchandise. You're going to have your big tech retail, but, like, your more common, like, special stores that had a lot of clothing or a lot of whatever are going to slowly phase out. And all that's going to be left are superstores, malls, and then online purchasing.
Amazon, everything.
That's it. That's literally it. Dude.
I went to Target yesterday.
In restaurants, I guess.
I went to Target yesterday. It is sad. But once you go into, like, because it's always full of people.
Right.
But I think because of all the places where, like, where they've made looting pretty much legal and shoplifting, Target probably had to do, like, a corporate-wide upgrade to security in all the stores.
Yeah.
So now once you go into the section where it's, like, Tums and deodorant and toothpaste, it's all behind glass now.
Jeez.
Like, toothpaste, you gotta
What
fucking...
the fuck, dude?
Toothpaste, you gotta have somebody come open it. You might run off with the
That
Tums.
sucks.
It was crazy. They
is
put
that-
the dildos behind glass.
That's wild,
like, what?
dude. What
The KY
fuck,
jelly
dude?
needs to be behind glass.
And yeah, you know that they only did that based off of common theft. You know,
Yeah,
they only do that things to stuff that get stolen all the time. You know, like it's not like. It's not like they're like having a data analyst come through and seeing these are the ones that are most valuable.
Yeah.
They just wait for however many times this item has been stolen, and then they put glass in front of it.
Yeah,
which
and
makes you wonder how many times dildos have been stolen.
No, I
dude.
know, right? And it's crazy too because a lot of it's all like toiletries.
Oh my god!
You know, like I said, like
necessities make
toothpaste
sense.
and deodorant.
Yeah.
And like, all those things that are like starting to become kind of weirdly expensive.
Yeah.
And then everybody's just like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I'm not paying $12 for a stick of deodorant. That motherfucker's going in my pocket.
Yeah, well, I mean that's how, and it's cruel, but that's how like a lot of capitalism, especially in like it happens on. Doesn't matter if it's a blue state or a red state. It happens on both sides. You know, as far as like big corporate or supermarkets come in, they plant in somewhere where is like kind of low income to middle income, you know, and they slowly over time phase out low income to where now middle income neighborhoods are the only thing that exists around that.
Yeah.
And they just slowly, they keep doing that, putting like superstores or stuff around the border because you can't just slap them in the ghettos and like the like low income anywhere. You can't just slap them in the center, you know?
Well, yeah, because they try and then they get closed.
Right, you know, and they can't afford, like people can't even afford anyway, you know, so they'll just get, like, they'll steal more and it just becomes an issue, right?
Yeah.
So they'll put it on the border instead, which effectively slowly pushes low income completely out, you know? Like, that's literally how it works, at least in California.
Which, I mean, you know, if you're middle class or above, kind of sounds nice. I mean, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I just feel like everybody has that dream selfishly that they want to live in a safe place. Especially,
yeah. Totally.
Especially if you're going to want to have children.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I think everybody...
Family friendly and all that.
Whether you're rich or poor, you don't want to be poor.
Nobody wants to be poor. Of course not.
Whether you're, you know, wealthy or you're impoverished... You don't want to live in the shitty spot like that where it's violent. I don't care if you are violent. You probably still don't want to live with... There's people, the most violent people, like the gangbangers, their families don't live where they're, like, banging. They go back to bang on those streets, but then they have their, like, their like kids and shit living somewhere completely else.
Yeah,
Because they
territory is different.
They don't want them like growing up in that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, and being in that environment. So like, even that being said, when even our criminals are hiding their offsprings to not grow up in it, it's like, hey, you know, it's kind of cool that they built a Target and this is a nice area now. But overall, it means that somebody else probably got fucked really hard. Somebody who already didn't have anything just got it worse.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And you can't really do anything about it unless you like change systems, the economy from the ground up, you know?
Yeah.
Which nobody wants to do that undertaking, you know? Like everyone says they like, oh, let's pick it for it and let's all do the right thing and work together, you know? But like, I hate to say it, but there's not very many motherfuckers who step forward and go, I'm going to be the one that actually makes the plans, that actually, you know, everybody loves the implementation person. Nobody gives a fuck about the idea, people. You know, you can preach all about how everything's get reformed, yada yada yada. But until some motherfuckers come along and are in the right place at the right time where change will happen, and then they do it, you know, like we're stuck like this forever. You know, it's just because like I think we all know what needs to be done as far as like redoing everything from the ground up, right? But the task is so monumental, you know, that there's no group of people or a singular person that's like stepping forward and like actually breaking it down of where we need to even start, you know, and have a full plan top to bottom, you know.
Also, it's like to fund that plan, you're not getting that money from the people who you're trying to help.
Right. Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So you have to get that money from people who don't need help.
Yeah.
And when you ask people who don't need help to fund something that they don't need, a lot of times they're just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're just like working in like a, you know, like for like the Senate or the state, even on a lower level, if it came down to like, hey, we can put at least 100 people in homes if we all put another $10 from our paychecks towards this one fund and we'll pass this grant. Everybody will be like, no, you're not taking any money out of my paycheck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
it's that alone is just because of all the other bullshit that's happened.
Yeah,
you know,
because in their heads they're also plighted and they need all the money they could fucking get.
Well, also like that for sure, but then also like we've already been doing that and we haven't seen results in a lot of things. You're right.
Well,
so there's not even trust for that to begin with.
Yeah, because if you just give people shit, they just use it and then they're asking like, all right, what's next? What else are you gonna give me? It's not like a race thing. It's not like a poverty versus rich thing.
Sure.
It's literally just like a human thing.
Sure.
Where it's like, if I were to be like, sit here and I'll bring you food. And you're like, okay, cool. Like, then I'll sit here and I'll wait for the food. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
dude. Yeah, and then like you get like I think it's a distrust thing in general too of like the person that's taking money from you. You know, you don't. Unfortunately, when somebody asks for money, I think negative stereotype is just distrust right out the gate. You know, just from a high level as far as like state and government goes, like you know how our roads have been being redone. You know, and they're saying, oh, like this is the product of all the taxes that California, residents have been giving. Right, here's the result. Right, but they've been collecting that money from us in taxes for years. You know, why did it take so long to suddenly now update freeways and intersystems, you know, in general, and like roads, right? Secondly, a lot of the lanes that they're adding on are express lanes that people have to pay for, you know? So it's like, is this for us or is this for you to make more money?
Yeah, isn't it awesome that carpool became express?
Dude, isn't that fucked, bro?
Like, it used to be
free.
Hey, thank you so much for having multiple people be in the car.
Yeah.
And saving the environment.
Down.
And freeing up traffic by not having as many cars.
Yep.
Here's a lane that only you can be.
Yep.
And it's probably going to be fast as fuck.
Yep.
Now it's like, hey, we've got this really fast as fuck lane. going towards Silicon Valley for
Yep.
like 100 miles.
Yeah, dude.
I bet we can charge like on a busy day, like up to like $10 per mile
Dude, yeah.
to be in that lane.
Yeah, dude, it's
And
crazy.
that lane, and where traffic is gridlocked, that lane's going like 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, dude, it's not even going
enough.
faster half the time.
Yeah,
you know?
but that's enough that the fact that it's moving,
Yeah.
you're like, yep,
Just
I'm paying
barely.
for it.
Yeah, dude. Like it'll be like 4 exits worth.
Yeah,
and,
it'll be like
and
11
when
bucks.
it's like, and it's the thing too. It's based off of traffic.
Yeah.
If it's free flowing and there's not a whole lot of traffic, it'll be like $1.50 every 4 exits or so.
Yeah.
But if it's bumper to bumper,
Oh.
$10, dude.
Yeah.
$10. I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like some of these motherfuckers are commuting like 30 miles.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, and,
like,
and we're talking about like that's 10 miles basically per city.
yeah, bro.
And
yeah.
all the cities out here are edged together.
Yeah.
There's no city that has land between that one and
yeah.
the next.
Yeah, there's just boundary into each one.
Yeah, you just one house and then you cross the street and you're in the next
Next
city.
one. Yeah, yeah.
There wasn't a sign.
Nope.
There wasn't like a line drawn on the ground. You're just you're in the next one.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you're talking about like every city and you're traveling 30 minutes away, you might be hitting like 8 cities.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like each one's going to have this penalty so you can get to work, maybe 40 minutes earlier, but you spent almost $40 getting there
Yeah.
for that 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, was $1 a minute worth your time? And you're like, well, I'm a lawyer and I had to be there. So yeah, it was worth my
yeah,
time.
I guess so.
You know what I'm saying? There's plenty enough people that are like, yeah, that is worth my time.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that lane
Yeah.
is still gridlocked
Yeah.
because of how many people are paying for it.
dude, exactly. And
Yes.
then it gets in the conversation. It's like, well, why not just wake up an extra 30 minutes in the morning and then leave, earlier? And you'd be right on time every time. It's like,
Yeah.
well, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get sleep. It's like, there's never a compromise.
See, it's interesting too because I've wondered about this, but in places like Disneyland,
Sure.
like it's kind of interesting that it's coming to traffic now. But like, I remember the first time I went to Disneyland with my with the girl I'm with, the wonderful lady that I'm with, and she got us like fast passes.
Hell yeah.
right? So you could skip the lines everywhere.
Hell yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, like, it's pretty awesome that you can pay for the privilege to be like, I'm not going to come to Disneyland and spend 3 hours
In
per line
Yeah.
for 4 different rides, and that's my whole day.
Yeah.
I would rather give you more of my money, and I get to every ride in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Express lane at
Right?
minimum. Yeah.
And then I started thinking, like, but what happens when everyone has one?
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Like, what if we all have the fast
Yep.
pass? Because now there's no longer fast pass.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're all back to standard again.
Yep.
Then there's going to be ultimate fast pass.
Yep. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
And
corporate
like-
game, dude.
Yeah, and the price of admission just keeps getting higher
Yep.
and higher and higher.
Yep. And
That-
meanwhile, the people who are just paying for general admission are like,
Yeah,
laughing to the
that's-
bank.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
that's going to be, and the people paying general admission are going to be standby.
Yeah.
Where it's like you wait in line forever.
Right.
And when the ultimate fast pass and the regular fast pass people, if there's not enough of them, then maybe if there's
Then-
1 or 2 seats open,
Yeah.
then we open the general
Yep.
admission line.
Yep. 100%.
And it's gonna be the same thing on the freeway where it's like eventually there's gonna be a second express lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's gonna be
exactly.
like, the express lane's so crazy
Faster.
we're gonna need 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's gonna be the express highway
Yep.
where it's gonna be higher.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna,
Yep. It's just
it's gonna be its own
it's
fucking
gonna be
thing.
slightly above,
Like a racetrack, like 15 feet higher than the rest of everything else.
Yeah, and every lane is fast tracked.
Yeah.
Every lane.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And there's like fucking speed boosters.
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
shit.
say they get little arrows that like you cross over and it jumps you up faster. and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Turns into a Hot Wheels track. You
Yeah, it
know?
locks your tires in, so you go like 115.
That'd be, I'd pay for that.
Yeah.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
dude.
no fucking doubt.
100%.
Not a fucking doubt.
Do you think the bullet train is ever going to come to California? You know
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
Japan bullet train?
Well, yeah, because wasn't there one supposed to be built between L.A. and Sacramento?
I heard plans talking
and
about
that was
it.
like a
Yeah.
long ass time ago.
Yeah, I don't know if they ever decided to pull the trigger on that or not.
I don't know either. I doubt it because at first I
Yeah.
thought they were going to, and then I don't know. 9/11?
Well, there's just so much infrastructure behind that to design,
yeah.
So I'm wondering how much infrastructure they need to even pre-plan.
Well, yeah,
to
because it's like
begin,
well, it's like think about like the proposal, right? It's
Yeah.
like all right, we're gonna need 150 billion, And it's like, for what?
Shit, dude.
It's like, well, you know how you could take a regular train from Sacramento to Los Angeles in about 9 hours? It's
Yeah.
like, okay. And how you could take a flight from Sacramento to Los Angeles for about like an hour and 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're following you. Well, what if you could take a train from Sacramento to LA in like 5 hours?
Yeah. Or 3.
And you want $150 billion? Yeah. So, okay, hold on. So, hold on. Let's go back here. So
What's the price of the tickets?
So it's not. It's not.
I like the idea that this is how the scientist sounds. He's just so flabbergasted. So, what?
So
what?
It's not faster than the plane. No, not even. It's really like 2 or 3 times longer still.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not. I mean, is there not going to be any stops? Like it's. So it only goes from Sacramento to Los Angeles?
Yes.
Yeah. So you got. You can only, if you're anywhere but those 2 points.
Yeah.
This is useless to you as a California citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you said 150 billion for that. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? We haven't bought books for any of our schools in about a decade, and I think they can wait another. Past.
2 more decades.
Let's get the train
Let's
going.
push it back to 20 years more.
Choo-choo, motherfucker. We need more laborers anyway in this goddamn country.
Hell yeah, more tradesmen. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
They'll
dude.
just push the envelope further.
Do you think we're going to have... okay, so it's pretty like apparent now that there's like this huge lack of tradesmen and soldiers in this country.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The amount of soldiers enlisting is like the lowest it's ever been because why would you be?
Yes.
And then the lack of
For fucking
and
real,
the
dude.
lack of tradesmen is also kind of almost the same why would you be mentality. Do you think we're gonna see like this weird push where like it's gonna be like grow up and go to trade school so you can get a real nice job working on tractors in the diesel division, or
Maybe.
you know, where like
Maybe.
people are gonna start. That's gonna be like the norm again. Is where we start pushing people to be like, if you're going to college, it better to be like an engineer, and that's it. Like if you're not gonna be an engineer, then you're wasting your time. Like we'll get like this big reverse and like start focusing on infrastructure and building shit again.
Yes, I definitely think that you're gonna eventually America's gonna have like 2 camps, right?
Yeah.
The engineers, IT, like tech people
Yeah.
that pursue AI, pursue like machine learning and all these complex like effectively infrastructure design based stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know, and then there's going to be the people who work and build those systems, you know, outside, like physically, right? You know, and I think that's going to be kind of like where trades inevitably goes. We'll always have HVAC, we'll always have, you know, plumbing and
Carpentry,
ironworking,
all of them.
that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But tech is going to slowly seep into everything.
Yes.
To your tools, to how you plan things, even just like how we run our businesses off of computers already is like half the equation, you know?
Yeah.
So eventually, I do think it's going to be 2 camps. It's going to be the tradesmen who work on all these things, the infrastructure to maintain stuff, because you got to maintain everything, right?
Yeah.
And then there's going to be the people who innovate and expand that part of the tech world to make the tradesmen's jobs easier.
Yeah, like
you know?
eventually, like a real regular trade is going to be the guy who fixes like the fast food bots.
Oh yeah,
You know, who goes into
100
like
years from now,
goes into the McDonald's and like fixes the claws that flip the burgers and apply the ketchup.
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
And, like, the mustard bot's been spraying upside down, or it's not firing every 3 burgers or something stupid.
The frying robot is putting the frying oil on the stovetop instead, you know, and it's getting everywhere.
It's still putting the fries in the basket.
He's catapulting basket of French fries behind him instead of putting it into a basket.
Yeah, there's bubbles in the lobby, just confused and scared.
A bunch of bubbles and Tommies, you know.
Oh, everybody's going to be bubbles and Tommies. Yeah,
There's going to be an idiocracy.
There's going to be a lot of bubbles and Tommies out there.
I'm going to be drinking Gatorade instead of water.
Yeah. What a scary, inevitable future that is.
It's possible, dude. It really is. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but the thing, dude, at the same time, we're always going to need a level of intelligence with humans to be able to grow and maintain something, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I do think... I don't think humanity's intelligence will dwindle. I think how we live and the way we operate will change drastically over many hundreds of years. You know?
Yeah.
Like, as far as like what we consider intelligence too, even, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because there could be things that the humans of 300 years from now understand, like, at their core, that we can't even fathom right now.
Yeah,
I think
seriously.
that's crazy.
It's already starting to happen. Like,
Yeah.
with the next generation, with how well they know, like, stocks.
Yeah.
Like, the people that are, like, 10 years older than us know so much more about stock than, like, I think the 3 above them.
Yeah.
You know, like a 20-year-old today knows way more than a 30, 40, or 50-year-old about the stock market and, like, about, like, automation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude,
they already get it. Like, they're like, no, this is how this is going.
There's even kids on a low level, you know, like not stock included, but tech included, you know. You can call them iPad kids, whatever the fuck you want, you know, but there's like toddlers who can barely speak, you know, but can unlock a fucking iPad, find the app they want, launch it, you know, adjust music and stuff and everything. Like, there's a level of operating something that these kids just know that we didn't get as kids. And that is going to translate generations down into something greater and greater as time goes by, because that will be something that they inherently knew. And that's how genes work, you know? Like, so the thought that technologically speaking, 10 generations from now, they're going to be at a higher level that we could even imagine is crazy, dude.
The part that's going to suck about that, though, because there's a part that sucks.
Of course.
Is imagine when we're 70, how easy it's going to be to, like, identity thief on either of us.
Oh, of course, dude.
Holy fuck.
Oh, easy.
You'll just go to a gas station, and then your face will get scanned, and you'll lose everything.
It's the same shit how we feel about old people now.
Yeah.
You know, like getting caught by phone scams.
Fucking A, dude.
And all that shit, bro.
Lynn fell for one of those again the other day.
Oh, really? No. She go into Target and bought, like, gift cards and shit?
No, she got a email from, like, the federal government saying that she owed money off of, like, Experian or something, and I was like, Lynn, you are never ever going to get an email from the IRS.
No,
I promise you.
No, they'll never. If they want to find you, they'll code your door.
Yes, that's not how these
it's
work.
It's like the mob, dude.
Yeah, also,
you know?
The IRS doesn't call and just be like, hey, by the way, we made a mistake.
No.
Give me your credit card number.
Yeah,
like,
no. Yeah, and they barely send mail to you.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
when you do talk to them on the phone, you have to go through like 50 steps of verification.
Yeah, exactly.
That blows my mind.
Yeah.
I had a man versus machine moment this week. I thought it was pretty good.
Man versus machine.
Yeah, so I'm working on this furnace, and I didn't notice, but the stand that it was sitting on, it's sitting on a wooden box in a closet. And the wood that they used was like recycled particle board.
Oh, shit.
So I'm working on my knees in front of this thing, and I'm working on it. And then the lady who owns the house comes by, and she goes, how's everything going? And I went, oh, great. And I put my hand on it. I started to get up, my hand went through it, and my face went into the furnace. So it shook the whole fucking house.
Bah!
And I'm so big, it was like a lot of force. It looked like I was like
a cannonball in this fucking thing.
It almost looked like she was like, how you doing? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to spear tackle your furnace. That's how I'm doing. Fuck you. I'm going to rip this thing right out of your fucking house.
I'll give you a physical representation of how good
how am I
things
fucking
are.
doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, let me show you.
Let me just shoulder check and line back this fucking thing, dude. So you hit face plant style?
Face planted.
The cartoon?
Oh, my God.
Was it on?
It was, no.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
It was just enough time for me to, like, move my cheek enough to where I didn't break my nose. That's all the thinking time I had.
Dude, that's hella funny.
Yeah, just boom. Like, oh.
Were you able to pull yourself back off that okay?
Yeah. But my hand was in the hole.
Yeah.
Like, it was inside of the hole.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm not going to be, I had to diagnose something that we had to order.
Sure.
So I'm not going to be the one who goes back. But whoever does going to go back is going to find a hand-shaped hole in that platform for where I just fucking murder smacked my head off the front of this thing.
Oh
It's
God,
fucking
dude.
awesome.
That sounds painful.
It is painful.
Did your nose start to bleed at all? Or
No,
that's good.
I went for the side of the
I know
face.
you got your cheek, but you didn't get like the side of your nose or nothing.
Not enough.
Okay, yeah,
Not
because
enough.
I have a broken nerve in my left nostril.
Oh.
That if my nose gets booped in the in the right way, dude, it'll just fucking like exorcism, dude, like
My-
blood pouring out.
From like boxing as a little kid, like my nose would never bleed, but I'll always immediately start sneezing aggressively.
Yeah, in
I'll
reaction.
sneeze for like 20 minutes
yeah,
straight.
yeah. Oh, that's so annoying, dude.
Yeah.
That would get so annoying.
I'd
bro.
almost rather have the nosebleed.
I don't know, man. I've lost so much blood out of my nose alone that I've started to get dizzy.
Oh,
you
fuck
know,
all that
like
noise.
which was like
Fuck that. Every time I've
nerve-wracking.
ever had a nosebleed, I've always done that, like from the movies when we were kids, where you make a man pawn out of toilet paper, you shove it up there,
Yeah. Yep.
and then you just hold your head upside down as
Yeah.
long as you can.
Yeah, you just look straight up or whatever the fuck, you know.
Until it's over.
Yeah, you have to let it clot, basically, you know. But I hate it because then you get all that pressure and you want to release it so you can,
Ugh.
you know. But then that just causes the blood works again. And
Oh, God.
it's not fun. It's not fun.
No,
It looks like a murder scene when I have a bloody
That
nose.
sounds fucking awful.
Yeah, you know, if we ever do a horror movie though,
Oh yeah, but I'll tell you what else is gonna be awful. We're gonna miss next week because I will be in the
Yeah.
land of enchantment.
yes, he's gonna. You know, Thickness is going on vacation. Finally,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Finally,
We're doing it. God damn it.
give the man a break.
We're going to
Dude.
the New Mexico, and we are excited. When we come back, we'll have all sorts of fun. Episode 300 is coming out soon.
Hell yeah!
The skit is being worked on with
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple more in the batch.
Hopefully, gonna be ready by December.
I think that you guys are gonna be seeing some really cool shit. Until then, we will miss you.
Bye bye.